Most men over 60 are still buying the same 5 things they have always bought, and getting the same result, a rotation of pieces that are individually correct and collectively aging. Not because the pieces are wrong in principle, but because the version being bought is the version that adds years rather than removes them. 5 things to stop buying. 5 specific alternatives to buy instead. The most impactful swap of all 5 is the last one. Do not skip ahead. This is not about buying less or spending more. It is about buying the correct version of the correct piece. The version that makes every outfit above 60 look more defined, more vital, and more considered. Each swap in this video is specific. Not just buy a better version, the exact quality, the exact specification, the exact price range that produces the correct result for a man over 60 at this point in his life and wardrobe. On this channel, classic menswear for men over 60 who want to look sharp without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what works. In this video, 5 things to stop buying after 60 and exactly what to get instead. Why each swap works, and the specific version that produces the correct result. The first thing to stop buying after 60, the crew neck tee as a standalone visible top, not as an undershirt, as the outer layer worn beneath a blazer or jacket without a shirt collar visible above it. Here is what the crew neck tee produces at the neckline. The crew neck creates a horizontal close across the throat, the exact opposite of the vertical opening that makes the face appear more alive and more present. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The crew neck tee worn beneath a blazer is not wrong because it is casual. It is wrong because it removes the one architectural detail, the collar reveal, that elevates a fine knit or t-shirt layer beneath a blazer from casual to smart casual. Get this instead. A white or light blue Oxford shirt worn beneath every fine knit or lightweight layer that goes under a blazer. The collar visible above the fine knit, the collar reveal at the lapel, the 3-layer impression of complete intentionality. The specific alternative. A quality white Oxford shirt, 100% cotton, correctly fitted at the shoulder, 2 inches of ease through the body. $15 to $25 from any mid-range retailer. Takeaway. Stop buying crew neck tees as visible top layers beneath blazers. Get a quality white Oxford shirt instead. And once the neckline layer is correct, the second swap addresses the piece at the base of every outfit that most men over 60 are buying in the version that adds the most visual weight. The second swap is at the base of every outfit. The piece most men over 60 are buying in the version that adds the most visual weight and the most years. Swap 2. At the base. Most visual weight, most years added. The second thing to stop buying after 60. The chunky-soled shoe. Any shoe, trainer, loafer, Oxford, with a sole more than 15 millimeters thick, a wide rounded toe, and significant visible cushioning. The chunky-soled shoe is purchased for comfort and produces the correct comfort result. Here is what the chunky-soled shoe does to the outfit above it. The eye reads every outfit from collar to shoe. When the base is clean and slim, a quality leather loafer, a slim derby, a clean leather sneaker. The eye completes the vertical line cleanly and the man appears taller and more defined. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The slim leather shoe does not require sacrificing comfort. A quality leather loafer or derby with a quality insole provides full-day comfort for most men. Get this instead. A quality leather loafer in warm brown or tan. Slim sole under 15 millimeters. Classic silhouette, not squared, not extremely pointed. Genuine leather upper, $60 to $80 from any mid-range retailer or end-of-season sale. The specific alternative. Quality leather loafer in tan or warm brown. Slim sole, case under 40 millimeters in profile. Genuine leather. One quality insole at $10 to $15 added if additional comfort is required. Total, $70 to $95. Takeaway. Stop buying chunky-soled shoes in any category, trainer, loafer, Oxford. Get a quality slim-sole leather loafer in warm brown or tan instead. The slim base completing the vertical line, removing visual weight from the ankle, and making every correct decision above it appear sharper than the chunky-soled alternative would allow. And once the base is correct, the third swap addresses the piece most men over 60 buy in the version that drains the face, at the most visible point in any outfit. The third swap is at the most visible point in any outfit. The piece most men over 60 buy in the version that drains the face every time it is worn. Swap 3. Most visible point. Draining the face every time. The third thing to stop buying after 60. Cool-toned shirts at the neckline. The pale gray shirt, the icy blue shirt, the stark, cool white shirt. Here is what the cool-toned shirt does against silver hair. Against silver hair, pale gray creates a cool-toned wash from the hair through the shirt to the face appearing in the middle of two cool tones rather than between a cool tone above and a warm tone below. The face appears flat. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Warm-tone shirts are not limited to navy, camel fine knits, warm ivory dress shirts, soft burgundy polos, warm teal Oxford shirts, forest green merino. Get this instead. A warm navy Oxford shirt is the foundational replacement, the most versatile warm-toned neckline color available. A soft camel fine knit as the second warm-toned option. A warm ivory dress shirt as the warm alternative to the stark, cool white formal shirt. The natural light test applied before buying any shirt from this point forward. Hold the shirt against the face at a window. Does the color warm the skin and brighten the eyes? Buy it. Does it flatten the skin tone or shadow the face? Takeaway. Stop buying cool-toned shirts, pale gray, icy blue, stark cool white, as neckline pieces. Get warm-toned alternatives instead. Warm navy, camel, warm ivory, soft burgundy, warm teal. The natural light test confirms the correct choice in 30 seconds at zero cost. And once the neckline color is warm, the fourth swap addresses the piece most men over 60 buy in the version that undermines everything it is supposed to support. The fourth swap addresses the piece most men over 60 buy in the version that undermines everything it is supposed to support. The most fundamental piece in the wardrobe, bought wrong for decades. Swap 4. The most fundamental piece, bought wrong for decades. The fourth thing to stop buying after 60. The blazer in the wrong fit, specifically, the blazer purchased for approximate fit rather than confirmed fit. The blazer that fits approximately at the chest and body but has a shoulder seam that falls slightly below the natural edge. Here is what the wrong-fitting blazer undermines. The blazer is the piece that calibrates every other piece in the outfit, upward in formality when correctly fitted, downward in impression when incorrectly fitted. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The shoulder seam is the one fit element that cannot be corrected by tailoring after purchase, because moving the shoulder seam is a major alteration that costs more than most blazers are worth. Get this instead. A blazer purchased with one non-negotiable check, confirmed before any other element is assessed. The shoulder seam at the natural edge of the shoulder, not drooping down the upper arm, not pulling tight across the back, at the natural edge. The specific alternative. A correctly fitted navy blazer, shoulder seam at the natural edge, chest and body taken in by a tailor if needed for $20 to $30, sleeve length correct, any price point. The shoulder is what the blazer must get right. The tailor handles everything else. Takeaway, stop buying blazers without confirming the shoulder seam first. Get the blazer with the shoulder seam at the natural edge, confirmed at purchase before any other element is assessed. Tailor everything else. The correctly fitted blazer at any price point produces more authority than any incorrectly fitted blazer at any price. And once the blazer fits correctly, the fifth and most impactful swap addresses the accessory that most men over 60 buy in the version that breaks the one thread running through every outfit simultaneously. The last swap addresses the accessory that most men over 60 buy in the version that breaks the one thread running through every outfit. The most impactful swap of all five. Swap 5. The thread running through every outfit, breaking it every day. The fifth and most impactful thing to stop buying after 60, the black belt. Specifically, the black leather belt worn with brown, tan, or warm-toned shoes. The black belt with brown shoes is the single most common leather family disconnection in men's dressing. Here is what the black belt with brown shoes communicates. The eye reads leather at 3 points: wrist, waist, and foot. When all three are in the same warm family, the eye finds the same warm tone at all 3 points, and the outfit reads as assembled from the inside out. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The black belt is not wrong in principle. It is correct with black shoes, dark charcoal combinations, and formal black tie adjacent outfits. It is wrong specifically with warm-toned shoes, brown, tan, cognac leather. Get this instead. A cognac leather belt, 30 to 35 millimeters wide, genuine leather, simple buckle in tan, cognac, or warm brown. $15 to $25 from any mid-range retailer. The cognac belt stored in the position the black belt previously occupied, not alongside it, in its place. The black belt moved to a less accessible position for the occasions it is correct: black shoes, formal dark combinations. The cognac belt on the familiar hook, the 5 swaps together. Stop buying crew neck tees as visible neckline layers. Get a quality white Oxford shirt instead. Stop buying chunky-soled shoes. Get a quality slim-sole leather loafer in warm brown instead. Takeaway. Stop buying the black belt for warm-toned shoe outfits. Get a cognac leather belt, genuine leather, $15 to $25, and store it in the position the black belt previously occupied. And once all 5 swaps are understood, the total cost and total impact of making all 5 simultaneously becomes clear. Here is the total cost of all 5 swaps. Quality white Oxford shirt replacing crew neck tees as neckline layers, $15 to $25. Quality slim sole leather loafer replacing chunky soled shoes, $60 to $80. The total visual impact of all 5 swaps made simultaneously. The collar reveal above the visible Oxford shirt, face more defined. The slim leather loafer at the base, vertical line completed, visual years removed. The warm-toned shirt at the neckline, face more alive. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The 5 wrong versions were not bought because the man did not care. They were bought because they were the available version, the familiar version, the comfortable version. The crew neck tee was comfortable. The chunky-soled shoe was comfortable. The implementation sequence. This week, the cognac belt. The immediate swap that costs the least and impacts the most. Next week, one warm-toned shirt to replace the most worn cool-toned one. The week after, a quality white Oxford shirt to replace the crew neck tee as the neckline layer. The 5 purchases and their returns. Cognac belt, $15 to $25. Leather family connected in every outfit immediately. Warm-toned shirt, $15 to $20. Face more alive at the most visible point in every outfit. The pattern behind the 5 wrong versions. Each wrong version was the version that felt safe, comfortable, or familiar. The crew neck tee felt comfortable. The chunky sole felt comfortable. The cool-toned shirt felt safe. The wrong-fitted blazer felt familiar. The black belt was the default. Takeaway: 5 things to stop buying. 5 specific alternatives to get instead. Total cost, $90 to $150 for the immediate swaps. Here is the final truth about buying correctly after 60. Not more. Better. Not new pieces. Better versions of the pieces already being bought. Not a complete replacement. 5 specific swaps, implemented in 5 weeks, that make every outfit in the current rotation perform at the level the pieces were purchased to perform at. Which of these 5 swaps are you making first? Drop it in the comments. The one that most surprises men, the one they never expected to have this much impact, is almost always the 5th, the cognac belt replacing the black one. What was yours? Subscribe for straight, practical style advice for men who value confidence over trends. Next video, 5 things men over 60 should never wear to a social occasion.